Welcome back to Prime News on HLN. We're continuing our conversation. It's just a sick case. Serial killer by the name of Rodney Alcala. We know that he killed at least 5. Well, now that there are pictures that he took years ago, and authorities are going to release these photos, wondering if there are potential victims here. Now, this gets our attention, among other reasons, because the guy was on the dating game back in 1978, and he actually won. We have with us our experts, criminal profiler Pat Brown, also rejoining us, Dr. Jen Berman, psychologist. So, ladies, let's watch this one more time. Pat, I'll start with you as far as a criminal profiler. Are you picking up anything? Here he is, once again, 1978 dating game, Rodney Alcala. Let's watch.
Bachelor number 1.
Yes.
What's your best time?
The best time is at night, nighttime,
Why do you say that?
because that's the only time there is.
Still don't understand how the guy won, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. Pat, as you listen to that again, and it's creepy, but are you picking up anything there that tells you, yeah, he had an arrogance about him or anything like that at all?
Well, Mike, you know, I think we're looking back in time now and saying it makes him look creepy. But let's face it, that show always had a lot of sleazy questions. Everybody asked sleazy questions. They had sleazy answers. And Bachelorette was really scary, too.
You're right.
So, I mean, you know, not really. Only thing I think is interesting is that he already was a serial killer, and yet he was so arrogant he could go on with life as normal and be out in public like that and act like he didn't do those kind of things.
Yep. Jen, what about you? You picking up anything about his personality or anything at all that could say, yeah, arrogance?
I would have to agree with Pat on all accounts there. I do think it is very interesting that he wanted the attention and that he wanted to be in the public spotlight enough to do a show like this, and I think that that's just noteworthy.
Okay, and Pat, we look at this because that's in between. He committed, I believe, 1 crime before this, committed more crimes after this show, and here he goes on national television, and all's well.
Absolutely. Actually, with serial killers, what's really interesting is they can go commit a crime, and a half an hour later they're home having a hamburger and watching a television show, acting like absolutely nothing happened. They can do what they do. It's like a hobby. They do it, and then that's out of their mind, and then they're on to normal life again, which confuses people and the police because they go knock on his door, and he answers the door, and he's got the hamburger in his hand, and he's got the TV guide in the other hand. He said, yeah? And it doesn't look like a guy who's just committed a crime, but that's how easily he can split the two events.
Wow. Jen, how is that? That is fascinating. That, you know, murder, dating game, murder. How does someone do that?
It's that underdeveloped conscience, and it's that antisocial personality disorder that you have to be able to completely disconnect from feelings and having any empathy in order to murder someone.
All right. Well, ladies, again, it's a fascinating case. Thankfully, justice has been served here, and we'll see, hopefully not, that there are other victims out there as they release some of these photos. Dr. Jen Berman, psychotherapist, Pat Brown, criminal profiler. Ladies, thanks so much.
Thanks, Mike.